Prospect of the year, hard year to give it out. No clear. I mean, the prospect of the year is getting crazier and crazier in a lot of different ways because it feels like prospect of the year is another award we give out as contender of the year. Feels like contender of the year for most people is what the prospect is, and a true prospect isn't even acknowledged anymore. And some of that is, it's harder to see fighters currently. There's not as much access to fighters as the developmental stages. Maybe a few years ago, there's not maybe as much marketing, etc. But I tend to go with Albert Chop Chop Gonzalez. Really solid fundamentals, taking on really, really tough opposition, in my opinion, for the developmental phase. He looks the part of a future world champion. I think he could be in a title fight or a top 10 eliminator type bout next year. That kind of checks the boxes. He would be a no doubt prospect of the year if he wasn't ranked in the top 15 of the sanctioning bodies. He just moved up there. But to me, Albert Gonzalez fits all the things of a young, exciting fighter. He's trained by Robert Garcia, one of the best trainers in the modern era. He's got really good, solid fundamentals. He's the brother of sadly deceased pro boxer Danny Gonzalez, who was very heavily hyped and trained with Mayweather promotion, or was with Mayweather Promotions at one time in his career. There's a lot of elements that go into prospect of the year as I start to do this over time. It's talent, it's who the team is, great team, and it's what's the narrative arc around a fighter. And Chop Chop has all of that, and then add to it, he can do the performances. He can have those performances that make you say, what a great fighter. But he also has the ability to talk, and he's got a good personality. Like, when you see those post-fight interviews, I think Chop Chop's someone that'll really shine in a post-fight interview. So I think he's got a lot of the things you look at for a breakout fighter that could be a main event fighter. Now it's just up to, his performances and the type of fights he does. But our 2025 prospect of the year is Albert Chop Chop Gonzalez.